IT team, I would encourage you to be patient and to help us control the spread of the virus. So with that said, I want to come back to the day program, and I want to welcome Mr. Patrick Laurel, the Executive Director of the Apollo Day Program, and he's going to do a short presentation on what a virtual program may look like for the Apollo Day Program. Thank you, Patrick, and welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me here to present and discuss with you our virtual day services at Apollo. I would like to discuss with you how it is that we have become successful so far in terms of how it is that we have been providing our services. So providing day services through virtual programming is indeed possible. However, it is only possible if several key elements are applied and understood. It is with these elements that help our program become successful. The first element that we consider is understanding that not all of our staff or our participants will automatically know or will know how to utilize the tools that we are tied to, such as technology or the internet. Though this does pose an issue, mostly initially, that most would come across, it is not impossible to resolve. We have trained our staff not only for hours, but for days, weeks, just so that they can familiarize themselves with the apps as well as the website, our website. But even after the trainings, on how to use them, we continue to train them by having mandatory morning meetings every day, every work day, to ensure that they are practicing how to use these apps, such as Zoom, or using our website and how to easily access our classrooms, our live classrooms. There will be those who really cannot participate, our participants, with the virtual services, which is why we have deployed several of our staff who too cannot fully understand the technology surrounding the program to be tasked with material prepping, both preferred and scheduled with our own program. Another key element to understand is also that it does take a community to make this program successful. This program cannot be done by any one person or any one organization, but rather a community, especially one that works together to assist our participants to get the services that they need. And as such, I can tell you, with a community that works together, this is even more possible because we will be working together. And this is currently my experience with service coordinators, families, and care home providers who have joined our program. I'd like to credit several people for this. First and foremost, my wife, who has been the backbone of the program design, my staff, who have been diligent in their continued service since from the beginning of the shelter in place by trying to stay in contact with our participants and continue to provide small projects before the program has been even approved, just so that they feel like they haven't been forgotten. Lastly, I'd like to credit also Jamie Rivera from Green Oaks, who had partnered with me even after we had submitted our program design, so that both program providers can share ideas and experiences to make each other have a smoother operation moving forward. Lastly, the other element I'd like to include is the primary goal for this program is to reconnect our participants with those whom they are familiar with, such as their teachers, their peers and friends from the day program, and even family. We had an experience with one of our gentlemen where they have not seen their family for at least 3 weeks. Their family has not seen them for that long, and they too were getting worried. I'd get phone calls from them, constantly asking and inquiring how it is that their individual was doing, their family member, and they were worried, they were scared because they could not see them. It was when we reconnected them by using a tablet and providing them access to Zoom that they were able to visually see each other. And each time I see our participants go through this very same process, I observe the exact same expressions of emotion from their faces, of joy, happiness, and relief, just because they see someone that they are familiar with. So it is by understanding and applying these key elements that we will all have a successful program. I'd like to invite any of you to observe our live classes. You may email me at apollo@apolloadp.org if you'd like to participate or observe our classes to see how it works. But also please bear in mind that once you do log in or once you do participate and join, that I will be inquiring from you who you are and which organization that you're from. Our rule is that if we do not or cannot recognize anybody that joins the room, we do remove that individual or that person. And so also I'd like to introduce how it is that we've been utilizing our virtual services is through a tablet. Currently we use the Amazon Fire HD8. And the way that we have programmed our website is quite simple to the effect that all it takes is one simple click of the button for individuals to access. I just want to credit our IT team to be able to do that. And again, thank you everyone for giving me the time to discuss our virtual services.
Thank you, Patrick. Can you do me a favor and repeat that email or maybe type it into the chat so that if people do want to join you, that they could email you, because I missed it and I wasn't able to type it fast enough. So we would appreciate it. So once again, thank you so much, Patrick. And we appreciate all the hard effort you've all put in adjusting during this time.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. We have